You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
It's a hot, gurgly start.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. So
It's 80 degrees outside.
Is it 80?
It is 80 degrees outside.
No, it's not. It didn't feel like 80 coming up here.
I
don't believe it.
Felt hot. So I was like, I'm wearing a tank top and shorts.
You're dressed like summer.
Yeah.
Actually, I felt like when I got in your car, you looked over and realized I was wearing pants and you judged me.
I did. Did you notice that?
Yes.
I 100% was like, pants. Pants. He was wearing pants.
Okay, so when I got in your car, what you just admitted was what went through your mind was pants, pants, pants. That was the whole thing.
Yep.
That was the whole thought.
Same word
There was
3
a lot more
times.
question marks, Justin.
Pants.
Pants?
Yeah.
Pants. Pants?
And then I was like, I bet he's not even wearing flip-flops.
No.
Or slides. Do they
I
call
don't-
them slides these days?
Depends on what they are.
Flip-flops have
The thong?
thing between your toes.
I call them slippers.
Slippers?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Both.
You call them both slippers.
Yeah.
Okay. So slippers is the broad term.
Slippers.
That sounds like some Hawaiian.
And then
It is.
tracks.
Because everyone here, it's slippers and they think of like house slippers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
But in
What
Hawaii,
are house slippers in Hawaii?
slippers. But you don't wear them. You don't wear house slippers in Hawaii.
Yeah, that makes
you walk
sense.
around barefoot.
Yeah.
Brother.
Brother. I I'm trying to be more like my kids, as they just like don't care about shoes when they go outside. And I'm like, oh, that's a good thing for people, right? To have like tough feet and be barefoot in the ground. It's like a grounding thing, right?
I mean, it also
supposed
can
to be good for you.
A very widespread issue in Hawaii is flat-footedness, because people walk around barefoot all the time. It can actually reshape your foot so that regular shoes don't fit in them. So it's not the best thing to be walking around barefoot constantly.
But do you want your kids' feet to fit in regular shoes? Aren't shoes like a problem these days?
I think if your
Like
feet
with
are
the high art, with the like the drop. That's my theory on why Achilles are popping left and right. Is we all grew up wearing tennis shoes that had like your heel above your toe, with like the air pockets and everything, and your Achilles never got stretched out as much as it should. And now athletes' Achilles just pop left and right.
What is this theory based on?
The fact that a bunch of people my age have their Achilles pop left and right.
Source,
and that
trust me, bro.
Yeah, source. No, yeah, it's not it's not even a. Well, there's no hypothesis. Wait, which one's more serious, a hypothesis or a theory?
A hypothesis.
Hypothesis is what you test with experiments, and then you formulate a theory that explains, like that the.
Wait, so a hypothesis comes first?
Yes.
Okay, so I have
You
a
test
hypothesis.
the hypothesis. After you've tested the hypothesis, you come up with a theory.
Oh, I thought
What's-
a theory leads to a hypothesis. I've
what
got that
is-
backwards this whole time.
What is less than a hypothesis? Because that's what I have right now.
A hunch.
I've got a hunch.
You got a hunch.
I've got a hunch.
Man, Andrew's got an answer for everything today.
I think that's a hunch.
Nick's here. He always is glazing up Andrew, so I'm sure he's glad that you. Is that what it is? Glazing? No.
I don't like that.
Why can I never
That
figure
makes
out
me
what this
so
one is?
You might be right, but I
We
don't
were
like
a part of one meme where they used this term, and I've butchered it like 6 times.
I think you actually have it right in a way. I don't think it's glazing up. I think it's just glazing.
glazing.
It's definitely not.
But
glazing.
it's like that one makes me cringe. I don't
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah.
I don't. And I don't mean cringe in the way that young people say cringe. I mean like the actual.
Dude, Royal Guy's here.
What's up, Royal guy? I thought he only shows up for football season.
He said, "Let's go Knights." And then Nick says sleeveless Daniel, and he sees some chest hair. Yeah, I've got what do the old people have? The hamburger meat? Is that what
hamburger
they call
meat.
it?
Yeah. You're Hasselhoffing it.
I've taken after my dad in that way.
I wonder what Royal guy thinks of the fact that Montesano is ranked number 1 in baseball and softball.
That's what I was gonna ask him. I was gonna ask him where's Royal in that.
Well, Royal in softball is 8,
He says, I want to listen to Justin talk about putting blankets on bleachers again.
Don't get me started, Royal guy. Don't get me started.
Does that mean we get to talk about how
Royal baseball is 19.
Can we talk about how Royal can only win state championships and yet they can't build a decent football facility? What's up with that?
I think you have a different thought on Royal's football facility. Than
I've
I
never
do.
been there, but I've heard that the broadcasting situation sucks.
That I don't know.
And yet they still get to host state games.
I can't speak to that. I thought there. I don't know about the broadcast.
I don't think there is one. You have to sit out in the bleachers in the weather.
Yeah. Okay.
I am a hoity-toity broadcaster, and my other hoity-toity broadcasters who have been there don't like to be outside
You're not
in the
a
elements.
hoity-toity broadcaster. We broadcast from the stands at basketball games all the time.
Yeah, that's true, but that's inside.
It's true.
That is inside,
That's a
sir.
good point. That's a good point. I thought Royal. I don't like the idea of giving Royal any compliments, but I thought their football facility was kind of cool. I liked it. It has a good feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And when you drive into their town, it's very obvious that the only thing happening there is
It's football.
high school football.
He just... What?
I saw an ad for Royal Family Farms. I believe it was during the Mariners game last night.
Oh, dang.
And I thought about Royal Guy briefly.
Yeah.
The Royal family, is that in England?
He just says our bleachers never burned down. Which,
You know, we really benefited from the bleachers burning down, to be honest.
Didn't they beat Royal in that year?
Yeah.
That was a semifinal game, right?
Yeah. No, that was the title game.
Oh, that was the title game was
Yeah.
that year?
Yeah.
Yeah. I may have burned those bleachers down, by the way. The police called me.
Have Daniel over to Royal to broadcast, and maybe he can burn the bleachers.
I know this.
I might be able to take care of that for you.
I know this story, but for legal reasons, you might want to expand on that a little bit.
You mean instead of me saying I might have done it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably a poor choice of words by me. What's the statute of limitations on something that I didn't do?
On arson?
Yeah. On millions of dollars worth of arson. So what happened was Nolan Hoynes ran for like 375 yards against Monty, and I was broadcasting that game, and Hoquiam absolutely destroyed them because because of Nolan.
Nolan was
like,
incredible that day.
Both teams were awesome that day, except for Nolan was like super awesome, and so we joked that he torched the field. Then I was broadcasting the game, and a janitor was like, "Hey, man," and he was like trying to talk to me while I was finishing up a broadcast, and I wasn't like. I was trying to tell him like, hey, I'm broadcasting. I can't hear you. But then I did the like, okay, thumbs up. And so he left. And apparently what he was telling me was, you'll lock up, right? And I did not know that that's what he said, was to lock up the current booth at the time, because I was sitting under it. Because back in those days, Monty's broadcast or PA booth was very small. And so we would broadcast from the stands under it.
Yeah.
So
Broadcasting from the stands.
Yeah, broadcasting from the stands. So then I just packed up and left. I didn't lock squat. And then that night, the stadium burned down.
Yeah.
And then the police called me. We're like, and I was like, oh, they must be giving me some information for a news story. And they started asking me questions. And I was like, oh, I don't feel comfortable anymore. Are you saying this was my fault?
I need to contact my lawyer.
Yeah. So apparently their working theory was some kids were up there smoking and left a cigarette and it burned the whole place down, or left something. I don't know. I assumed it was a cigarette at the time, back when I was innocent.
Yeah.
But who knows what they were smoking up there. But basically it was my fault that the thing wasn't locked up. Or at least somebody was trying to blame that on me.
Well, Royal Guy says the lifelong mystery of Monty's stands burning down. Definitely not
That's
for insurance
Chase.
money. Oh, that's Chase? Chase said that. And then also still better than just tearing it down and expecting everyone to vote yes.
Yeah.
So that's the Elma
Valid.
struggle. And
Yep.
also
Yep.
that comment by Chase about the mystery of Monty's stands burning down.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone did it on purpose. I don't want to assume that it was done on purpose, but it definitely worked out okay.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
some insurance money and a big community push to raise a bunch of money, and the facility is better than it used to be. And
If it would have been done on purpose, I have an incredibly hard time believing that we would not have heard rumors about it by now.
Oh, I've heard rumors about it.
Well, okay.
It was Matthew.
Calm down.
It was Matthew just the whole time. He had to learn what a cigarette was, and then like
I have witnessed Nolan Hoynes take credit for that.
wait, really?
Yeah. I burned down the stands in Monty.
I'm so glad he did.
Yeah.
He did it with his feet. They were on fire. Justin saw some blankets on the bleachers and torched the whole thing.
That might have happened.
That's valid.
I'm
new favorite theory.
I'm getting triggered. There was like also the funny. This is funny but not funny. There was like a series of fires in Montesano.
What? Oh,
and
was that the same year that me and you were like covering fires? Like it felt like every other month.
Yeah, man, no, that was in 2016.
Okay.
Those were mostly like house fires and
Yeah.
stuff. But there was also a fire at one of the mills.
Right, I
on
covered
Highway
that
107
one too.
that was real suspicious.
Dude, that one was massive.
It was
Dude, That
massive?
was crazy.
Mary's River?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was massive. And then that was another one where it's like, nobody's there. Massive insurance payout. People were suspicious.
Yeah.
Rumors were flying in a small town like Montesano.
Yep. Flying. Chase says, sounds like something Monty would cover up. I'm in.
No idea what you're talking about.
Valid.
Just keep the blankets away from me or I'm going to get angry.
I remember talking to that Hoquiam team after Monty won the state title.
All of them?
Most of them. It was at a flag football tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it was... Who did Monty play right before
Kings. Oh,
Did they
before.
play Kings and then Royal? Or wasn't there a game in between?
Was it Kashmir?
Yeah. I talked to him after the Kashmir game at a super draft tournament. And they're just crestfallen. And they're like, we were better than those guys, right? And I was like, dude, you guys would have beaten them by like 30 points. And I thought that was a nice thing at the time. And then it just made them more depressed. Yeah, I felt bad.
Yeah, I don't even think I
And
would
then
be
Jake
one.
Winned gave you a concussion.
Oh, Jake. Oh, Mount Baker, Royal guy, coming up clutch here.
It was Mount Baker. That is wild that he's just like, yeah, I remember that year. Does Royal guy have like? Could we ask him?
He's using Google AI.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Or do you think we could be like, hey, who did Royal beat in the quarterfinal game 6 years ago? Who did Royal beat in the quarterfinal game 6 years ago?
How
Don't
do you
use
even
Google.
know if they were in the quarterfinal game 6 years ago?
Because
because
won
they
6
always
straight
win
titles.
the state title.
6 straight.
No, I don't. I think that You know what? Now that you mention it, it is possible that Royal guy only knows about Royal football. Like there's nothing else in his world. What else is even there?
Dude, you know what his last name probably
There's
is?
cows. I'm pretty sure
He's
there's cows.
got to be an all red.
He's an all red.
If he's not an all red, he has all red blood.
He says Toppenish.
Jeez.
I love that so much.
Hey, Royal guy, do you have all red blood?
Yeah, you don't have to be an all red, but are you related to an all red in some way, shape, or form?
Even if it's by marriage.
yeah,
It's
we'll
like,
take that
you
too.
know, in Grays Harbor County, we have lots of families. Like, we joke about Ryan Van Blood
Yes, and Quig blood.
and Quig Blood.
That's a new one for us, but
Yeah.
now that there's another Quig dominating things,
Yeah.
Wait, there's another Quig?
there is a what was her name? Maggie.
I don't remember.
She's running track.
Oh, cool,
She's
okay. But not basketball.
Royal guy has no all red blood. I don't believe
that
you,
is
sir.
a good point. Andrew.
I actually
When you say not
believe
basketball.
that the town of Royal is powered by all red blood.
Have we had this conversation on the air, or just have I just had it like maybe with Hannah off the air? But every time you talk about Hoquiam, like age groups,
yeah,
I'm wondering where the Quigs are because I know the Quigs are from Hoquiam.
right.
Have they all left the area? Well, apparently not. There is a young Quig.
There's one, but I think a lot of the younger ones did.
Okay,
The one in my age group lives in Gig Harbor.
gotcha.
So yeah, I saw him
some
during
Quigs in
Logger
Aberdeen
Play Day.
now, too.
Because the Quigs
Yeah.
that I know by sight are all incredibly tall.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this girl's gonna be tall, but no, Andrew, she's a sprinter. That caught me off guard. I was like,
wow.
wait, that's like a short person thing.
Sprinters can be tall.
They can be.
Richie's tall, isn't he? Is Richie tall?
He's about my height. He's taller for a sprinter.
You're above average.
But you look at Olympic sprinters, most of them are like 5'11", and then Usain Bolt was like 6'4", and he looked super weird.
Well, average height is like 5'9" in this country, so.
Oh.
Average height for humans or average?
For a male. The average height for an American male is 5'9".
I've got such a skewed view of myself in so many different ways.
Yeah, that's Jimmy's fault.
So many different
Really,
ways.
I feel like his dad is.
I think my dad plays.
Royal Guy wants to know how Monty football's looking this year. Do you want to go into it?
You know what?
It's not football season.
It's not football season, but since Royal Guy's here, and Nick might still be here, and Chase is here, this could be an actual, no, maybe I shouldn't say it like that. I feel like I'm going to jinx something. I was going to say, is this finally the down year that everybody keeps talking about and never actually happens for Monty football? Mm-hmm. Is it?
Speaking of the season that the stadium burned down, in that broadcast, I remember a discussion about how it was a reloading year for Montesano.
Because they had lost like 3 straight or 3 of 4, and then they didn't lose again the rest of the year.
Well, did last year's Monty team have 18 seniors? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Like virtually everyone who played was a senior.
I kept mentioning this on every broadcast.
Yeah.
Brody Williamson, a freak show junior athlete, could barely see the field
Yeah.
because not only were there so many seniors, but they were all like good.
They did have a sophomore starting on the offensive line, and then they had Karsten Mann also starting on defense.
Yeah,
but like
but that was
outside
it.
of that, it was basically
That was it.
Oh, and Max Peterson as a junior starting on offensive line.
Yeah. At one point, their entire defense, because Karsten was hurt for a minute.
Yeah.
Or wait,
No, Karsten was the
came in
replacement for
some-
Ashton McKinney.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
their normal starting defense was 11 seniors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was guys like Caden Stott, who as a senior had a hard time like getting on the field on offense.
Yeah.
Absolute stud. Carter Smith, hard time getting on the field on offense before there were some injuries at running back.
Yep.
Absolute stud.
Yep.
So yeah, they're losing a lot. Next year's senior class was gonna be very small and is still gonna be pretty small. But they are getting a couple back that left in previous years, so that'll expand
cool.
the senior class a little bit. But yeah, you're going to see, I mean, Max Peterson was a starter on offensive line last year. He'll be a senior this year. He's really strong, really good. Brody Williamson, I expect to have a big impact on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
A name to familiarize yourself with is Matt Causey. He's going to be a starter on both sides of the ball.
Okay.
Definitely would have played more last year if there hadn't been so many gosh darn seniors on that team. He's a really athletic kid, big and strong kid.
Gotcha.
Probably be a running back and a linebacker. And Coco Wilson, Jackson Wilson's younger brother.
Senior next year?
He'll be a junior, but he'll
Okay.
be the starting quarterback most likely. So, there's some names there to familiarize yourself with, and there's going to be a ton of competition for the rest of those spots.
Is that his real name?
Colton is his name.
Okay. Because he's like on rosters as Coco.
Now, yeah, he used to be on rosters as Colton. I don't know when that switch happened exactly.
I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Chase says, Daniel, unfortunately, a down year for Monty football will still be a good year because our league sucks. Oh, man.
As far as the league goes, I think we're going to see a leveling of the playing field. Like, I think, man, Hoquiam has some really young talent we've seen with KJ McCoy.
Yep.
I'm really excited to see what Moses DeShazier is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really good talent there. And I do think Monty, by the way, has some freshmen and sophomores that are going to step up and do some stuff. But I think Hoquiam is a team that's been on the rise. And they're going to continue to be on the rise. Elma might be in for some tough waters ahead. I think Rochester is probably still going to be pretty good, and Tenino will be in this weird spot where they have enough athletes to be decent, but they're not going to really be good. I think the big question is, will we have any team from our league this year that's going to compete remotely on a state level? Because, Tenino's been that off and on. Rochester's been that very recently, but not really steadily, and they weren't even 1A for a while.
Right.
Eatonville was that for our league a while back. But I don't know.
Imposters.
When he says the league sucks, I don't know if sucks is the word I would use, but if I'm looking at it like, are the best teams in the 1A Evergreen League likely to be competitive at a state playoff level? I'm not sure. I think we'll have to wait and see and watch them play.
Right.
But I do think that there are some good things on the horizon for a couple of these teams. Is that good enough for you, Royal guy?
Darn it. Luke Raley just lined out with the bases loaded.
Nuke Rayleigh.
I mean,
Hey,
that
Andrew,
just
you wanna
goes
go
to
ahead and
show,
create that
Justin,
Zoom link?
Yeah, I can do that.
Luke Raley just got out with the bases loaded. That means that Dan Wilson must have made the right decision the other night by pinch hitting for him in the bases loaded.
I would have gone with
right?
Brash.
Right? Isn't that the way it works?
I would have gone with Brash first.
Isn't that the way it works? That
Personally, I would have put Munoz in.
if something happens in a later game,
Yeah.
that is what you wanted to happen in a previous game. That's
Yeah.
what would have happened.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're
You
gonna
definitely don't get out all the time in baseball.
we're gonna okay. Royal guy's happy with the way we talked about it. Good. That makes me happy too. Also, hopefully, I don't have to see Royal football at any point this fall. My son is going to be playing football.
One of those seniors coming back
for his senior season. I'm very excited. He's been playing football only kind of off and on since grade school.
Yeah.
So I don't expect that he's going to like jump right back in and be a star or anything. But
Dude, but what if he is?
that'd be dope.
That'd be dope.
That'd be dope.
Like, I feel like since last time he's played, like, he was a freshman last time he played, right?
Yeah.
Mac was kind of like one of those, like, kids who hadn't really grown into his body.
Yeah, he was
or
kinda
hasn't grown.
Yeah.
And now, when I see Mac now, like, he's super fit.
Yeah.
And, like, he looks like a legit athlete who exercises all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not Peyton, who literally he had football season and bulking season and sprinting season,
Yeah.
and that was like just how his brain worked.
Well, one of Peyton's famous quotes to me, as I was like, he was like just pounding down all the food he could find.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it bulk season? And he was like, Dad, every season is bulk season. And Mac isn't that. He's more of a basketball guy, so he's focused on like kind of staying lean and quick.
Yeah.
But now he knows football season's coming up, so over the summer he's gonna have to bulk up a little bit. He actually went to the gym and lifted weights for the first time in quite a while.
Dude.
So
I love it.
Yeah.
But I say that to say he's probably a lot quicker. He's a lot quicker of an athlete than he used to be.
that is definitely true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he likes to shoot, and so
Yeah, he's a shooter. He's a shooter. So we're gonna have a friend of ours come on the show.
Oh, is it Forest time?
Forrest is gonna come on. I'm gonna send him this link that Andrew sent me, and at some point soon we'll have Forrest. Forrest,
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, local photographer, knows ball. He covers a lot of certified ball knower. He shoots a lot of baseball and softball games. He'll do some track meets too. But he's definitely seen a lot more of the local baseball and softball teams than we have. Elma softball is ranked really high, and Monty baseball and softball are both number 1 in the RPI right now. And he has seen those teams, and so I'm hoping. We talked to Chase about some of this last week, or 2 weeks ago. I guess last week was Easter. So we talked to Chase about this. Wait, was that 2 weeks ago?
We had a show last week. 2 weeks ago was Easter.
Dang it.
I think.
My timeline in my head is all messed up.
Right?
Anyway,
Wait,
so
no.
we talked to Chase
What
about
day is
this,
it?
and Chase helped us out because he's seen the teams a lot more than we have too. But Forrest doesn't really have a dog in the fight on any of these teams. Chase is just super biased Elma guy. So we're gonna have Forrest come in and tell us and then he shows up wearing a Monty baseball hat.
See, he does have a dog. Forrest has a son who plays sports.
Carter's a stud, apparently. I haven't watched him play basketball, but I've seen a lot of photos of him playing basketball. And
Shocker.
and also Carter, Forrest's son, he makes weird faces. Can I say that? Can I say that Carter makes weird? Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, Carter's a real good athlete, real good basketball player, and like every single photo of him doing something that looks awesome and athletic, he's going like this. Which is hilarious considering his dad is a very skilled photographer who's very, very well seasoned at capturing the great moments of athleticism.
Yeah, but oftentimes I feel like sports photography is so much fun because you get to get these great pictures of like people doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
And then you notice when you start looking at it how much you don't care what your face is doing while you're doing this stuff. Like,
I think that's true for the boys for sure.
well, okay, so my only experience, Forrest, by the way, I hope this gets to happen again.
Hey,
and
Forrest,
maybe,
let us talk to you about sports photography. Okay?
No, I want to ask him about. I want to ask him. So at some point, when all of our kids aren't toddlers anymore, if you might like give my wife a crash course in sports photography at some point,
I can do that.
because I feel like she's.
I mean, I just talked to the Holcomb High School the other day. So
Oh,
Nice.
the whole school.
no, it was
Oh.
a photography class.
oh,
Okay.
nice. That's awesome. So
Do you wear
I
that
feel like-
hat?
No, I did not wear that.
good call. Well, I feel like my wife's pretty good naturally at it, because she went and shot at the Sundome.
Yeah.
One of the years that I broadcasted
did a good job.
Monty girls there.
She did a really good job.
And I was super impressed with how she did. And that's when I first noticed, as I was like going through and editing some of them, that like athletes' faces are super weird during these plays, especially rebounds.
Yeah.
Well, my son pitched on Thursday, and oh god, those pictures are hilarious.
I saw those.
All right, sorry. I'll stop bogarting this interview, and we can actually ask him questions now.
Wait, I'm gonna look up the picture of.
That's what I was doing. You need to ask a question.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, Daniel, you look up the photos of Carter. We're gonna make him famous here for the 5 people that are watching.
We have this joke before we get into this. We have this joke that I'm a celebrity, but I'm like, no, you don't realize. Everyone knows who you are, Carter, and like everyone knows who your friends are. I mean, when they get to be seniors, I think everyone will be glad it's over, because everyone knows him and a couple of the other kids. They all know him, and like,
Oh, dude.
I mean, we've been seeing pictures of Carter for the last few years
Dude,
now.
these pictures are majestic.
So put them on the screen. Hold one up to the screen. If you're watching on YouTube, you got to see Carter's face. It's so good. By the way, if you want to see these photos and you're on audio only, or you didn't catch that and you want to see them up a little closer, go to Forest W. Worgum Photography on Facebook or Instagram. Forrest has lots of great pictures of Carter, but also he shoots. Part of the reason we have him on, believe it or not, is because he's seen a lot of these teams we haven't talked about yet with him in the 5 minutes he's been on with us. He does great work, so definitely check out his socials. And if you have kids on the team or grandkids on the team, buy some photos, support our local photographers.
Yes.
Forrest provides us with a lot of stuff when we need photos. But certified ball knower, Forest Worgum.
Yeah.
We want to talk a little bit about. Let's start with baseball. You are wearing a Monty baseball hat. Monty's baseball team is undefeated and right now number 1 in the state RPI rankings. This is a pretty stacked roster, basically bringing back everybody from last year on a team that was also really good. What do you think are the keys for this team, and what do you think their ceiling is?
well, okay, I work with like one of the parents on the team, and like we have talked about it. I think I've talked to a couple other parents. It's state championship. It's really a state championship or bust. I mean, I think when I talked to the one parent I work with, I mean, I don't even think. I think it would be shockingly disappointing if they didn't make the Final Four. And like the way they have played this season, they have just beaten teams. I mean, even the really good teams, just senseless. I mean, they beat Bellevue Christian like 10-0. They played Lakeside over when they went over to Yakima.
I think they
And
10
I
run.
think they beat them pretty.
They
beat
10
them
run
pretty well.
Lakeside, I think.
Yeah, and then they 10 run their real nemesis, La Center. I mean,
Suck it, La Center.
that right there was like, oh, I mean, I thought maybe La Center was going to have a little bit of a step back, but they 10 run them, and it was like, I mean, the 3 games they've had with them recently was the district championship game, like 3 or 4 years ago. La Center beat them 9-0. In Natchez a couple years ago, Monty barely beat them off a walk-off. And then at the district semis last year, they lost a pitcher's duel game and then to see them beat them like 11-1, that was like, oh, they're for real. And I honestly, I mean, the only way they don't make it to the Final Four, the only way they don't make it to the state championship game is really if they just run into a team that has an ace that's just on it that day.
Dude.
That's the only way I don't see them making it.
Well, and then when you get to the Final Four,
Yeah.
like usually everything's a bit of a. I mean, it's baseball, so there's a reason why professional baseball and high-level college they play series.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance that you lose a random game, but in baseball Final Four, you get one game to move on. And then what Forrest just said just gave me a little bit of PTSD because the one playoff game I was involved in, not only was it La Center, but they weren't very good. They just happened to have one pitcher who threw 93 in high school, and our team was pretty much based on hitting that year and had no idea how to hit something that hard.
And that's really the only way. I mean, like, they had a tough one against Tenino on Monday.
Yeah, I think that was a 2-1 game, which is weird because Tenino seems bad. What happened?
They I watched them on Friday. They were very, very bad.
Okay.
Very, very, very bad.
Okay.
But I think when I talked to the parent, he said their pitcher was on it, and the team struggled to get hits. I mean, they when they played Elma actually played them the best all year. Elma is, I mean, Chase and I talked about Elma, and like
Chase talks a lot about Elma.
and he does talk about Elma. I felt the one game that I watched when Monty played them, the game was very competitive. I think there was a call where I think if it goes Alma's way, I don't think the score is as bad as it was. And it was like 8-2 or something. So just to get it, and I think it would have been like 4-1 final, 4-2 final if the kid had just tagged the Monty runner out. But I mean, they didn't get the tag, and Monty scored like a couple of runs off it, and they ended up winning like 8-2, and it really could have been like 4 or 5-2. I mean, Elma, when they're on it, they can play with about most of the teams. I was thinking about when Justin emailed me today about doing this. I kind of looked at the rankings and stuff, and I'm like, Elma has a shot to probably play for a state berth.
Interesting.
I'm not saying they're going to win that game, but I think they could play for it.
Chase said that was a bad call.
It looked like the guy tagged him. I thought the guy tagged him, but I mean, I didn't have the view the umpire had. But
yeah.
Do you ever like when you're shooting a game, like have a really good shot of something that happened, and then realize that the call was made wrong, and then show the coach? I've done this on the football sideline.
I don't know if I've shown the coach, but I will look at it.
I've shown Doug Ames photos like, oh, Doug, check this out, and then he'll like wave somebody else over and be like, oh, look how wrong the officials got this.
I might show a parent, but I don't show the coaches.
Again, I'm going to lean into the glory days. The only time that's affected me at all is when Brendan took a picture of me breaking my ankle and decided to show it to me only after I stopped trying to get back into the game.
That picture's brutal.
Yeah.
Ankles aren't supposed to bend and be on the ground the way that Daniel's ankle was on the ground.
That was weird.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Brendan,
I want to touch on Hoquiam. I think this is the year Hoquiam makes districts.
Really?
Baseball?
Or they're going to at least play for a spot. They'll be in the playing game.
So that means, do they have to be better than Rochester and Tenino?
They just have to be better than Tenino.
Oh yeah, they're.
I mean, and I mean, I watched that Elma Hoquiam game. That was really bad, but I could make. There are excuses for Hoquiam in that game.
Well,
they
and didn't they come back
suspended?
Didn't they win the next game against Elma?
They didn't win the doubleheader, but then they won the game on Friday.
Right. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So Hoquiam's one league win is against Elma.
Yes.
So they haven't played Tenino yet then.
No. But I think based
They're
on what I saw,
they'll beat
unless
Tenino.
Tenino has another out of body experience, I think they're. I think Hokum can do it. I'm not saying they will, but I do think they can actually.
According to the league website, that is Hoquiam's only win of the season. They're 1-9.
Well, they just got roasted by
I
Astoria.
feel like they have more
and
than
Waco.
one win. I do feel like they have.
I'm just looking at the league website, so it is possible that it's not accurate. It says they're 1-5 in league, 1-9 overall.
All right.
But sometimes these websites don't have accurate records, so I don't want to say that like it's gospel.
Forrest, have you seen any Aberdeen games this year for baseball?
I did one, and I just for everyone to know, I'm going to be at the WF West game on Wednesday.
Nice.
That's going to be a big one. But yeah, I did one Aberdeen game. They looked very good. I know they split with Tumwater this past week, and they got to Centralia. But yeah, they looked good. The game I did was them against Shelton, and that was a pitcher's duel. And yeah, they did fine. They look good. They look like they could play for a state berth like they did last year.
I know Aberdeen was ranked pretty high in the RPI a while ago, but they must have had a lot of games rained out or something because they didn't have very many games on the schedule. They're 17th right now. They're 7-3 according to the WIAA RPI. But they were up, I think when they were 6 games into the season, they were like 8th or 9th. They were up pretty high in this ranking. And Aberdeen softball definitely is up there too.
So who are some of the key players for Aberdeen when you're looking at that? I know that there's some kids that, gosh, they're all seniors now. The kids that I coached in Babe Ruth are all seniors, and I knew there were some talented ones.
Is this Bubba Jones?
Bubba Jones, he was the pitcher when I was there at the game.
But also there's a kid that I didn't get to coach. I always forget his name, but he was off playing travel ball. But he was the same age group, and I can never remember his stinking name.
Is Sean Schreiber in that age group, or is he? Or I'm sorry, Sam Schreiber. Is he 1 year behind? Is he a junior? I think. Not sure. I'm out of my depth here trying to talk about it.
The only one I can remember is Bubba. He was on pitching, but yeah, they looked good. They looked.
Aiden Baker.
I
believe is his name.
Yeah, that's another one. I know he follows me.
And Aiden, let's put it this way. Back when all these kids were 15, first of all, I coached Bubba, and there was one game where he had something like 15 strikeouts in a 6-inning game or something like that.
He struck out 15
Dude,
times.
and he was just throwing gas. Yeah, he was just throwing gas. But Aiden was the kid where he ended up not getting to play with us because he was playing travel ball. And I talked to some other coaches around the area, and this is when he's like a freshman. And one of the coaches was like, "Oh yeah, we had him play on our senior Babe Ruth tournament team when he was 13, and he was like the best player on our team." It's like, holy crap, that's ridiculous. And that was a team that actually went and played pretty far from a few years ago. But it seems like this senior age group, as we watched through a lot of these Aberdeen sports, baseball might end up being their best sport.
Yeah. Well, this is giving a shout out to our good friend Evan's rankings. He has Aberdeen at 15.
Okay.
And this week they play with WF West, who is number 1.
Ooh, so there's a test for you.
Yeah, that will be the test.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm definitely going to try to make it after that, assuming the weather holds. So.
Yeah, it's just it's so hard to be Aberdeen in some of these sports. Like
you're playing against Tumwater and WF West.
Brutal.
But I'm noticing it's interesting. In this Aberdeen Tumwater game, there's an Overbay that plays for Tumwater.
Yeah,
Overbay,
the coach is the Overbay from Major League Baseball.
Really?
Lyle Overbay is the coach of Tumwater.
And he's not, because he's from
Centralia.
He played for WF West.
Yeah. No, he is the coach of Tumwater.
Interesting. And his kid's just hitting nukes.
Yeah. Is it his son or is it his nephew?
Well, whatever
it's a relation of his. I don't remember which one. But Lyle Overbay is the coach of Tumwater. And
wild.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's crazy. And I think they won the state title last year.
Dang.
Yeah, I think he coached them to a state title last year. It's tough. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious, Forrest, since I am always curious about Aberdeen as well, but since the majority of our local teams that you are shooting in baseball are in the 1A Evergreen League, we've kind of established you think Hoquiam's got a pretty good shot to get that 4 spot. Monty seems like the best, but Elma has played
third.
Monty pretty well.
They're third.
Yeah.
Third.
So Rochester's in second. Do you feel like that pecking order is pretty well established that it's Monty and then Rochester and then Elma and then Hoquiam?
I mean, I think Tenino would probably say they're better than Hoquiam, but yeah, I think that's where we're at.
I don't
see Tenino beating Elma.
Okay.
I mean, maybe they get one game, but I feel like Elma and Hoquiam should get 2 of the 3.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So if Monty's at the top, we know Colton and Caden Grubb, Colson Hendrickson has been a really important pitcher for them. Give us a couple names of guys that stand out to you from that team that are trying to do something really special this year.
Pregnant pause there.
I'll give my man Mason Fry a shout out.
Okay.
I don't know how he's done in terms of like earlier in the season, but I know in like the past 2 games I covered, which was the Tenino game on Friday and the Kingsway game that was the previous Saturday, he was just hitting the ball really well. He got in the Kingsway game, he got 2 doubles, and then tonight against Tenino he had another another double. But he's been hitting the ball really well. Another person I want to give a shout out to. Oh my God, I'm going to screw up the name. I am going to screw up the name here. Let me look it up.
Is it a Kesbu?
No, I don't want to. It's not Kesbu. It's like Monty's like 3rd pitcher, and it's Hill. I want to say his last name's Hill, but I'm not positive. But he's come in. He's come in and pitched a couple games. He pitched the Kingsway game, and he was like lights out. And like I was Kingsway after that one. I wasn't sure what to think because it wasn't like they faced Rob or Colson. They faced the 3rd guy, and he pitched like 4 shutout innings.
Okay.
So, and I was like, God, if he did that, it is. No, not Hill. It's Damon Bird. There we go. Damon Bird.
Damon.
Damon what?
I love Damon Bird.
Yeah,
Bird?
he's pitched like he has gone out. I mean, he is like the 3rd pitcher.
Damon's a junior, and as my son was coming through Little League, he's in the same age group as Damon. So through All Stars, there was a lot of times Damon was our best pitcher. He's a very good baseball player. So not surprised at all.
And he gets lost. I mean, Monty has some good pitchers, but they just get lost because you have Grubb and Colson there.
Yeah.
And they're the dominant one too. So he's just the guy. He's just like this other guy that like.
Well, and then like Colson and Caden are both juniors too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's
then
like
this next year they're going to both be back next year.
Does Colton
yeah,
ever
and
pitch?
it's like.
Colton pitches a little bit, but not. He's a catcher.
I know he's a
Yeah,
catcher,
Colton,
but I was just.
I've never seen Colton pitch.
I mean,
He just catches.
I mean, I've seen
It
him
just
pitch,
pops in
but
my head because I know he's got a cannon. So I was
I've-
like, is he one of those high school catchers who also just comes in and pumps 90, but he really doesn't have any control, but scares the crap out of everybody?
I mean, Colton could pitch. Like let's be clear about this right now. Colton could pitch, but he's focused on being a catcher from Little League age. Like he's been focused on being the best catcher he possibly can.
Well, yeah. I
But
get
yes,
that.
if
I'm saying it's not an uncommon trope that there's catchers like that who come in and they're like their team's 4th pitcher who just comes in and throws hard and everybody's peeing themselves because they don't know where the ball's going.
What's actually happening here?
Oh, Andrew's playing random videos.
What's
off of
actually
Twitter
happening
right now.
here is Daniel is remembering the Wiffle Ball World Series when we were all like, "Oh, Caden's not pitching. We got Colton now," and then Colton just pumps gas past everybody too.
Yeah,
I do believe
that tracks.
that in a pinch, if they needed somebody to throw the ball, that Colton Grubb would be perfectly capable of stepping in and pitching, and he would do a really good job.
The
And everybody would be
question
like, "Oh my gosh, look how hard this guy throws."
The question is would Caden then catch?
Caden's a lefty, though.
I had a friend who faked injuries when he was pitching and then decided to catch left-handed in Little League. Sorry, I shouldn't have thrown the fake injuries in
Before
there. That was really mean. That was a mean thing to
was
say.
it?
I'm not going to say the name.
Was
that
it,
was
Did
mean.
it start with it?
Nope, don't say it.
Does it rhyme with?
Yep. You know exactly who it is.
do
You
know
don't
who it
even you don't even need to ask.
Marin?
You stop it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Let's talk about softball.
lefty catchers is not as weird as like a lefty shortstop.
Let's. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because there's
His brother
right and left
Played lefty shortstop in softball. In rec league softball.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Anyway,
So a right-handed catcher has to deal with right and left-handed batters, just like a left-handed catcher would
Yeah.
have to deal with right and left-handed batters.
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't seem like it would be a huge.
It's not.
Yeah.
you're
It's
actually
really not.
thinking about it in a way I've never thought about it before. Lefties just don't play catcher.
It's more
See,
rare.
that makes no
why?
sense to me.
Why are you trying to be logical?
When you say what is it, second base that?
Second, short, and third baseman are not left-handed.
Well, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
Because-
that makes sense to me.
You have to move awkwardly to make a throw.
Yes, that makes like mechanical sense to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't make mechanical sense to me that it would be exclusively.
Stop trying to bring
right-handed
logic to baseball. Sometimes the answer is we just do what we do.
And
No, Justin, the new baseball is entirely logical and according to math.
Okay.
I would say, personally, there are advantages to having a left-handed catcher because they can throw to first. Much
Forrest,
easily.
your thoughts?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
I don't think about this stuff. I'm sorry. But
Sorry, let's talk
Let's
about
bring in
softball.
a guest and then
let's
just
make
do
it
our
fun.
regular show
he
around
can throw it to
him.
first. I do agree. He can probably easily throw it to first unless there's a left-handed batter.
Yes.
I can see that.
Yep.
Let's talk about softball.
All right, softball.
Okay.
All right. So, have you done Aberdeen softball at all?
No, I have not done
Okay.
it.
Aberdeen
I
softball is really good.
What?
We don't need it. We'll talk about it later in the season when we have a chance to get a little bit more educated on it. But for now, and we talked to Chase a little bit about softball last week too. We have two. I mean, Hoke Williams ranked number 19, but Monty
Really?
is one. Yeah.
I thought Hookworm had a down year, but I must have just looked
Well,
at the Monty
No,
score.
it's still down. It's still down.
So they're 4 and
19
7.
is a down year. Okay.
They're 4 and 7, but obviously they've played an insanely difficult
They've
schedule.
played Monty and Elma a lot.
Yeah. So Monty is
And
number
they played
1.
Aberdeen, so that's-
Right. Okay. So because that's how we do it in Grace Harbor County, we play softball.
Yes.
Monty is number 1. Elma is number 4. Forrest, what have you seen from these teams? What are your thoughts about how they stack up against each other and how they stack up statewide?
God, that's a lot.
I'm going to ask you 5 more questions and expect you to answer all of them in sequence.
The problem is I haven't seen a lot of Elma play. I only
Okay.
saw like one game, and my wife kept calling me during that game.
Oh man, wives.
Yes. But I saw Alma this week, and they looked good. They looked good. I mean, they had a little tough time getting going against Hoquiam. Hoquiam threw their second pitcher, in that game, and I don't think they hit the ball super well. I mean, they did score 6 runs, but during the first 3 innings, it was 1-0. So. But they looked good. I mean, I think it really comes down to the 2 Weld sisters. I mean, and I think that's the way it's been. And
A lot of welds in
I think I think they've been building to this moment. I don't know what next year looks like for them. I think the Welds are juniors. So I mean, I think they're building this to this year. I mean, they could definitely be contenders. I mean, I expect them to play Monty 4 times. I don't know how the 4 games will go. I mean, I know they play them this week. This will be a big one. I plan to be at the first one. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've watched Monty like 2 or 3 times. I mean, they're really good. I think they're weak on one spot. And I think they were kind of forced into maybe this weakness unexpectedly. But I mean, I think the gal's, I mean, she does fine, but I but like I think 1 through 8 they're really good. I mean, they're really good, and I don't think there's a lot of weak spots there. And I think come Tuesday, it will be a really, really good game.
I mean, from the way that you were talking about Monty baseball, which is like, hey, ceiling is a state title. That's the way that
Not
I
ceiling, floor. Sorry, no, floor is the Final Four.
Whoa, yeah, floor is the Final Four.
Yeah.
That like this Monty softball team, you know, we go through seasons of these. We go through different waves. Like sometimes they're always good. Monty softball is always good, but every once in a while there's a team that's like, that team's special. Sometimes, like a couple years ago, they win a state title with a team that you thought was maybe a year or two, like we thought was a year or two away.
Yeah. This
year is one of those teams where everybody's like, oh man, this team's really special. Like this is a team that's going to go. If you were a betting man and you had to put your money
don't bet on high school sports.
Hashtag don't bet on high school sports. If you had to put your money on Monty baseball to win the state title or Monty softball to win a state title,
softball. 100%.
I'm putting you on the spot here because you photograph these teams and you have to face these coaches. Which one would Forest Worgum put his money on? He is hanging his head right now.
I can only choose one, huh?
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
one.
this. Come on, man. You know it's easier.
I'm gonna go the other way on this. I know you guys want me to say softball, but I am gonna go baseball.
History says softball.
I am that convinced. I am that convinced they are that good. I am that convinced.
Dang, I love it.
I mean, I hope they both win.
Yeah, I mean they probably will.
They had a trip. The girls had a trip to Yakima. I wanted to go, but I have some life things with my son.
Man,
doing
Forrest,
basketball stuff
find a
and
little
some other
dedication.
things, so I couldn't go to the trip to Yakima. But I mean, they beat West Valley, a 4A school, and then they beat Royal, one of their softball nemesis.
Take that, Royal guy.
And they went. I think they won both games over the weekend. I think they did. Over in the Walla Walla tournament or Walla Walla showcase, and they beat College Place. Like they tend to run College Place. It was like third in the RPI. Like I don't know. I mean, I honestly, you can sell me on Cascade Christian being this juggernaut, but honestly, I think what I'm going to say, I expect it's going to be Elma and Monty for the state title.
That would be so cool. That would be so cool. That'd be like
that's what I think. I think that's what it should be.
That happened with Hoquiam and Monty
Rochester.
one year.
Yeah,
we had Monty in Rochester last year. That's what I think. I think it really should just be Monty and Elma.
Oops.
Like you can tell me these private schools know how to recruit and crap. No, I think it's this. This is the county that plays softball.
So you said
yes.
So hold on a second. I'm gonna do a little sleuthing here.
Okay.
So Forrest said he thinks Monty and Elma could face off in the softball state title game.
Yeah.
But he said that he would put his money on the Monty baseball team to win the state title.
Oh.
Does that mean Forrest thinks Elma's gonna win the softball title?
Can I answer that after? I am convinced. I mean, like I said, I watched. This Monty senior class, going back to the baseball here, is really special. I mean, like you think about it, they went to the state quarterfinals for football. They made the state basketball tournament. Like they're bound to break through. This program has been bound to break through. And I think this is the year. If it's ever going to happen, this is the year.
So this is Mason Fry and Zach Timmons. I'm kind of blanking on who the other seniors are.
Perry.
Oh, Tyson Perry. Yeah.
Perry. It's Torrin Fright.
Yeah, Torrin Fright's good.
Kesbu.
Oh man,
I
mentioned Kesbu earlier.
Where you at, Justin?
I'm failing.
Okay, let's take like 9 minutes to go here. And what I would say about Hoquiam.
Wait, we were talking about Hoquiam.
I don't know what's up with that program. I don't know what's up with that program. I feel like they should be better.
Yeah.
I feel like they should be better. But then I go to the games and I it's like, I think I could be wrong on this, but it's one senior. It's Lexi Labani, and then it's Kennedy, it's Avery, it's Maya,
Haley Burgess.
and Haley. And Haley pitches for him, but she is just not on the same level as Weld and Prince and Gooding. She's just not on that level. And it, like, I think she'd be fine in another league, but when you have like the three of the best pitchers in the state in your league,
It's wild.
and two on the same team,
It's
it just
wild.
becomes hard.
It's wild. Yeah, and then you have Aberdeen not in your league, but your next door neighbors.
Yeah.
And you play them every year.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
It's yeah, that's rough. Is she Haley's not a senior though, is
I think
she?
she's a
No,
junior.
I think she's a
Maybe she might be
junior.
a sophomore.
Gotcha.
She's a sophomore or junior.
no, maybe she's a sophomore. I don't know. I mean,
That's Christian's daughter.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Speaking of age groups rolling back through,
Seriously.
there's a lot of familiar names from my childhood.
Christian Burgess. Awesome athlete.
Great second
Not
baseman.
surprising whatsoever
Yeah.
that he has a daughter who's an awesome athlete.
Yes.
and I think another daughter's on that team as well. So
Okay.
Any really quick, because you mentioned Andrew sent us a 9-minute warning.
Also, Forrest said a 9-minute warning out.
Yeah, that's true. He nailed it, by the way.
I have the clock up here.
Oh, I love it.
What does it say now?
7 minutes.
Okay.
7 minutes. Quick take on, have you done any soccer and track recently in the last week?
I haven't done track. I apologize to the track people.
They do not forget
Again,
you.
I had a basketball tournament when they had the county meet. I was able to do that, but I had basketball to go to.
Right.
I do plan to make that out to a couple of them. I swear to God, I'm going to do that. For soccer, I did one morning game and a few Aberdeen, and I've seen Elma play. What I will say is that Raymond South Bend is the team to beat. They just beat Monty like 7-0.
Weird that they're in
Holy
our
crap.
league. Weird that they're in our league.
And yet I'm glad
they-
that good for them to be like, yeah, we don't need to play down in the normal leagues we're in. We're going to go beat up on 1A teams.
I'd say get out of here. I don't
But
like
yeah,
when you
they're
beat
the
our
team to beat. They're clearly like top 3 in RPI.
Dang.
And so they're really good. They're really good. I think Monty and Elma are pretty even, and like, yeah, I think they. I was sick. I was going to go to their game, but I was sick that week. That's been the other problem. I've been sick and kid stuff, but they had their game. They draw, and I think Jason would agree with me. Monty and Elma are the two A and 2B of that league. I don't know who's 2A or who's 2B, but
Monty's 2A.
it's one of them. That's how it goes. And then it's just, I don't think Tenal's too good. I don't think Rochester's very good or is good. And then they have those Forks and Chief Leslie or Waco who they try. They fill the team. The kids go out and get exercise.
I love it.
Specifically
Ilwaco is
Chief Leslie.
so bad.
They go out and get some exercise.
Ilwaco is so
Hey,
bad.
and speaking of that, I would much rather get exercise chasing a ball around than just running around like a cross country person. So I'm here for it.
They go get exercise. I've done 3 Aberdeen games. I did one where they played Elma, and that one was pretty competitive. That was a good game. I did another one with them playing like, I can't remember their name. I know Mountain View. Here we go. Mountain View. Monty and Elma play them in football next year. But
Is
they
that
played
the
us
one
3,
down
and
in
they were pretty
Vancouver?
good. Yeah, it's down in Vancouver,
I
yeah.
hate them.
And it was Mountain View.
I'm shocked.
And that was a very chippy game. It was a very chippy game between Aberdeen and Mountain View. And Aberdeen won that one. And they were on fire until this week. We lost to Tumwater. And then they blew that Centralia game on Friday. They blew it. I was there. They were up 3-1 in halftime. They were up 3-1 in the 65th minute. And then
They were
Centralia got a goal
3-1 in the
with,
65th?
It was 3-1 in the 65th minute, and it was Centralia scored a goal with in the 68th or 69th minute, and I'm like, guys, we just got to hold it. And then Centralia scored another one in stoppage time
In stoppage time.
It was either stoppage time. It was definitely in like the 78th minute to the end. So it was somewhere in there. And then Centralia got the goal in overtime.
Why can't they just do clocks like normal sports?
Wait. They have overtime, and is that?
They have it like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like 5 and a half.
Huh.
And
then
wait, that was the league game?
That was a league game. Aberdeen Centralia was a league game.
So it's only the 1A Evergreen that has no overtime?
I'm not sure. I mean, you have to ask Jason whether they played overtime.
I was told.
I just assume they don't do the shootout anymore.
I think it's a league thing. No, I think that in the 1A Evergreen League boys soccer, they have no overtime anymore. If the game ends in regulation in a tie, it's a tie. There's no overtime. There's no shootout in league games.
Wow, no neither.
No, neither.
No.
Chase, if you're still out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what we talked about because there was a Monty
Chase is
Elma
still out there.
Yeah, that was the Monty Elma game. That's when they tied, and I feel like they're either one of them's second, the other one's third. I just don't know which one's which.
Yeah, Monty's 2A. So
Monty's 1A.
No, 2A. Elma's 2B.
2B.
What are you talking about?
We confused Justin.
No, one of them's
Daniel. Ragnar South Bend is one, and I can't decide who's second or third.
Not classifications, rankings.
Second A.
Oh my God! I'm glad you recognized. I was like, "What are you talking about?" There's
you know what?
118.
You know what? Forrest has like, if people are watching on the video, Forrest has like, I don't know if it's consciously or subconsciously figured out when he's talking to Daniel how to angle his body to make it look like he's talking to the Daniel of the video. Like, it's kind of amazing.
It's impressive.
When he's directing something at Daniel, it goes right there. It's pretty cool.
That's so good.
You have a gift.
Our video feed back to them is the output.
It's
so
real.
that
It's
he
real
can
time.
see himself.
Okay.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's
Forrest,
probably.
thank you so much.
We're at minute 90 seconds to go here.
Dude,
Okay.
Forrest, this has been awesome. Thank you so much. Justin and I don't see squat during spring sports.
Yeah, it's true.
And we completely rely on you and Chase. So thank you so much.
We'll get some coaches on going forward.
You know what we also need to do?
Hit me with it.
We need to schedule another cornhole tournament.
Do we?
We do, and we actually need to communicate correctly.
Plan it? Well, you won't be coming from Centralia this time.
Exactly.
So you
I'll
can
be
actually,
on time.
You can show, like, it won't be where we show up to the venue and I go up to them and be like, "Hey, we're having a cornhole tournament here," and they're like, "What?"
But Forrest, that still ended up working okay, didn't it? Wasn't it fun?
It was really fun.
Yeah, that was good.
We made it work.
It was fun.
So it'll just be better this time.
It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. Fun.
All right.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
need,
that's Forest Worgum. Thanks for joining us, talking a little bit of soccer and a lot of baseball and softball. I would encourage everyone, again, go check out his socials, Instagram and Facebook. It's Forest W. Worgum Photography. And Forest not only provides us with great photos and provides you with great photos, please support him, but also he provides us with great ball knowledge. So thank you, Forest Worgum. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then on the other side of that, we probably will name a Spivey Athlete of the Week, although, as far as I know, I don't think we got any nominees, and I don't know anything. Andrew, do you know anything?
I know nothing.
I hope Daniel knows something.
I see nothing. I know nothing. I hear nothing.
Wow, that's a lot of things to not do.
Yeah.
So let's take a commercial break. Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Domashevitz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Domashevitz today at 360-612-3991 or visit domashevitzlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com. Welcome back to the Scrimmage. I am Justin Domashevitz, Daniel Hargrove posing in the background, and not seen today, but Andrew Gross, our trusty producer, here with us as well. We had Forest Worgum of Forest W. Worgum Photography as our guest in the previous segment.
Does that mean I can like throw things at Andrew and it won't be documented?
It will not be documented. That is accurate, but he will know.
He's looking at me now. I feel less. Ha! Oh, but now I don't have the blitz ball.
Yeah, that kind of backfired.
Wait, where'd the softball go?
It was
Oh, it was behind my phone.
behind your phone. All right, Justin. Do we? Oh, jeez. Andrew pump faked me, and I totally.
Okay, here's what we're gonna
feared
do for
my life.
athlete of the week.
I was just gonna ask you. Do we have no? I was gonna say nominations.
We have
We do an employee of the month in my department,
Okay.
and they get a little gnome to have at their desk, and so we call it nominations.
Here's what I think we should do.
It's really messed up my scrimmage vernacular.
Here's what I think we should do.
What should we do?
We are gonna go. So we have no nominations, and you and I know nothing. Andrew
No.
also knows nothing.
No squat.
So I'm going to the Daily World Sports section.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And
throw
I'm
popcorn
clicking on
and
the
Andrew's gonna
first
catch it.
sports
He's
article.
gonna be the athlete of the week for this. Oh, that was a
Andrew Gross, athlete of the week, and nobody saw it.
That was a terrible throw. Andrew had to dive to the right to catch that, or the left. I don't know.
Okay, so in
Left.
softball, it's boy.
Who
This could be an Elma softball player as our athlete of the week.
Whoa.
I'm not clicking on any other articles. So we have Elma beating Hoquiam 6-0,
Yeah.
and we have Aberdeen losing to Shelton 2-1, and we have Ocosta beating Wakayakum 11-1.
What's her name? A senior now?
Who?
Or was she?
Oh, I think she graduated.
Did she graduate?
I think so.
The cyborg?
Yeah, Jessie Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's graduated.
So now,
need to track it down.
Now can Daniel try to hit off her?
Right. Can we
Well,
set
she's
that
playing
up?
college ball.
Can
now.
we set that
So
up?
probably not. Probably not.
I'm gonna have to wait till she
She's
graduates
more
college.
valuable than you are, Daniel.
That's a good point. That
Okay,
tracks.
so here's one. Joanna Rosander. Jonah or Joanna, I'm not sure. It's spelled... we've talked about her before.
Yep.
Like this for a couple years now. It's spelled Joanah. I think it's Joanna. So Joanna Rosander pitched 5 innings, allowing 0 earned runs, 1 unearned run, 3 hits, and 8 strikeouts. And also went 2 for 3 at the dish with a home run, 2 runs scored, and 4 RBI. Also stole a base.
Oh,
That's in an 11-1 win over Wakayakum.
Wakayakum.
So for Hoquiam,
Okay.
they won 6-0. Wait a minute, this isn't right. This is
Uh-oh.
Elma.
What?
Oh wait, I think there's Elma. Oh wait. Elma beat Hoquiam 6-0. I apologize. Bad job by me.
Gosh.
I said Hoquiam won.
need to-
Elma beat Hoquiam 6-0.
Okay.
In this game, Ashlyn Weld pitched all 7
Shocker.
innings for the Eagles, striking out 11, 3 hits, no runs, obviously, because it was a shutout.
Chase said Ashland pitched lights out in both games against Hoquiam.
She also went 2 for 3 with a triple, 2 runs, and RBI, and 2 stolen bases.
Oh, snap.
So she didn't hit a home run. No, it's just if it's 1, it's just an RBI.
Oh, okay.
It's only RBI if it's multiples.
Okay, that makes sense.
Plural.
That
Okay.
tracks.
So it's between Ashlyn Weld and Joanna Rosander.
And Richie broke his own meet record in Kalama, but it was his own record.
I mean, Frozone, break someone else's record, buddy.
Director of Fast, take out somebody else. That's just friendly fire.
So Richie's just so nice. He's just such a nice guy.
It's so true.
Why do we? I feel like we shifted to picking on Richie.
I love it.
Okay,
I'm here for it.
we typically, I'll say
We
for
pick on people we like.
for the triathletes, we tend to not really give a lot of athletes of the week to track until we get to districts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to be offended by that.
Is it bad that we had a whole bunch of viewers, and by whole bunch I mean more than 2, while Forrest was talking, and now it's dropped?
No,
By
it's
over
normal.
half.
That's normal.
No, you should integrate that into your self view accurately, Daniel.
All right, that tracks.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Ashlyn. I could look into the stats from the other game, but Ashlyn Weld, is real solid.
Yeah, Ashlyn Weld.
Okay, and
Yep.
also since when Chase joined us on the show last week. Oh yeah, unless it's Jane. We gave a lot of athletes of the week to Jane.
We did. But she was winning meets that were a lot bigger than Kalama.
Okay, don't get offended, you Grizzly Homer.
I am a Grizzly Homer. And I do get what Chase is correct.
Yeah.
But she wasn't going to Kalama. She was going to like Nike track athlete events.
Triathlete. I think I'll look at the stats from the other Hoquiam game as
Also,
well.
she was Hoquiam.
But also, like I was saying, when
So
Chase...
Justin like totally just placated to me because she was like, I'll throw Daniel a bone here to make me feel better about myself as a Hoquiam person.
When Chase came on the show, I feel like I picked on him a little bit, Duke-wise.
It's Chase.
I know,
That's our relationship.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if we were to name an athlete of the week from Elma, I think it would make Chase happy.
Well, Ashlyn is a freaking stud.
We're doing this for Chase.
No, we're doing this because Ashlyn deserves it. We're not doing this for Chase.
And for Chase.
No. Congratulations, Ashlyn.
And Chase.
You dominated both games against Hoquiam this week. You're an absolute stud. You hit triples, steal bases, score runs. Did she have any nukes this week?
No. Well, not in this game that I'm looking at, but I
Chase.
told you I was only opening one article.
Did she hit a nuke in the other game that Justin did not open the article of?
4
Whatever.
of 4.
Yeah.
4 of over.
Dude, you know how much it's
Don't end your
messed
sentences
me?
with a preposition at.
You know how much it's messed with me that I can't say where's that at anymore? Every single time I say it or every time I hear someone else say it, I freaking have an aneurysm now.
What's a pretty... Wow, that seems harsh and
I
severe.
die every time.
Wow. Like that chicken.
Yeah. Just
Yeah. Chicken aneurysm. Chanurism.
Chanderism. You don't want to... I mean, it happens. Sometimes they're just running around and they just keel over.
A chanurism sounds like something that would happen more in Asia.
Yeah. That tracks. Unlike a chart attack. A chart attack is like...
Something that happens to cartographers.
So true. So true. That's so good. I'll make sure to tell her that I was the only reason she got it.
Way to go, Chase.
Attaboy.
You're the best. Congratulations.
Leverage that. Do we have anything else in this segment?
No.
No? On to our... What is our next segment? What are we going to talk about? Are we going to talk
I
about
have a
how the
stump
Mariners... You do?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But
And then we can talk about
We're going to
Mariners.
do that in the third segment. Also, I really have to pee.
Also, okay,
So I'm gonna
third
go-
segment. Stay here. Justin's got Stump Daniel, which is always fun. The Mariners are just infuriating. I want to talk to Andrew about it because Justin hasn't paid attention. And then also, if you like the Seahawks, I'm going to bring up some very brief draft stuff to see what the masses like. And by the masses, I mean Chase, because he's here. Oh, and Daniel. Daniel's also here, but I think Daniel's a Tennessee fan now. So, yeah, commercial break. There's popcorn. It's real good.
Spivey Realty Group's goal is to make buying, selling, investing, and renting real estate in Grace Harbor simple. They believe in 100% transparency and unparalleled communication with local expertise, tech-enhanced, and top-notch service for their friends, neighbors, and community. Their goal is simple: get a group of strong-willed, hard-working people together who want to make a difference in Grace Harbor and to use real estate as the means of achieving that. Voted Grace Harbor's best real estate company. Find them on Facebook or visit graceharborrealestate.com. Spivey Realty Group, elevating small town real estate.
Bear claw. That was specifically for Andrew. 100%.
So, since we're just referencing random TV shows,
Yeah.
what I was telling Justin is literally every time someone mentions cartographer, my brain throws out, well, obviously the blue is land.
What's that from?
It's from like the first episode of Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baby
forgot
Buster.
I forgot that reference. Well, obviously the blue is land.
Yeah.
As they're trying
been
to
rewatching
escape
that show,
from
actually.
responsibility.
Yes. Buster also was the one who was like, "Whoa, is this a juice party?
There's
Unlimited juice." That's
this
dude.
party is gonna be off the hook.
My kids would so be the same way right now. I mean, they're 5 and 3, but if you told them that there was juice involved, same reaction.
Unlimited juice.
Unlimited juice. This is off the hook. All right, Justin. You're
He's
looking
gonna be
questioningly.
all right.
I forgot how to use my phone for a
He's
second,
gonna, dude.
but I figured it out.
That doctor's the best. Well, he looks like he's dead.
He's gonna
Wait.
be all right.
Does he look like he's dead, or is he actually dead? No, he's painted blue for some reason.
He's gonna be all right, which means he's lost his left hand. It's so good.
Oh, so good.
All right, are we gonna do my favorite part of the show?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Serving questions up on a silver platter where the points are made up and the rules don't matter. Time for Stump Daniel. Stump Daniel is brought to you by the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz. Daniel, I'm going to Major League Baseball.
Oh, snap.
I have in front of me a list of each team's last player.
Why don't you have it behind you?
Well, because then I wouldn't be able to see it.
Gosh.
He could see it better though. You ever think of that, Justin?
Yeah. Good point.
I'm glad you have it in front of you.
I have
If you had it somewhere else, it'd be a problem.
in my vicinity
Oh.
each team's last player who hit 50 or more home runs.
Whoa.
Now, Daniel, there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3.
There's got to be a decent amount of teams that have never had that. Right?
Oh, interesting. There are 4 teams whose most recent play. Where'd the bed go?
Andrew killed it.
It's gone.
He was upset.
There are. Dang it, Andrew! You can't just kill things when you're upset.
Dude, why is there jam on the table?
There are.
Sorry.
Did you just notice that?
No, but it looks really tasty. I like
Daniel, there are
tasty jam.
4 teams whose most recent player to hit 50 plus home runs was in 2025.
4?
Which 4 teams are they?
Seattle Mariners.
Who was it?
Big Dumper Raleigh.
That is accurate. Correct. You got that one right. I mean, 2 of the 3 of the rest of these are pretty easy.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge for.
Do I have to say their name?
Yeah.
New...
No, don't do it. Don't do it. No, I take it back. You got that one right. Okay, next.
Skankies.
Feel like you should know one of the other 2. Definitely.
Dodgers?
Yes.
Was Shohei?
That is correct. You got 3 of them. What's the last one? This is the tough one. A player from 2025 who hit 50 or more home runs.
Okay. Let me process this for a minute.
You process. I'll give you due process.
The only person I can think of. No. Okay. So my process was Eugenio hit a ton of bombs
Okay.
for the Diamondbacks and then hit a couple for the Mariners.
Okay.
And he was really close.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that the correct answer is Kyle Schwarber for the Philadelphia Phillies.
That is correct. Good job, Daniel. You've got one of the 3 questions I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
And I'm making up the other ones as I go.
Andrew, can you look up how many Gino ended up with last year? Because he was pretty close, I want to say.
Here's the next one, Daniel. There are 8 teams on this list who have never had a 50-plus home run hitter. I want
Losers.
you to name...
Except for the fact that they've actually been to the World Series and we haven't.
I want you to name 3 of them. Name 3 of the 8 teams who have never had a 50-plus home run hitter.
This is a good question. I love this question. 50 dongers.
Yep.
Gino hit 49 home runs.
49.
In 25.
Okay. How cool would it have been that the Mariners were 2 of the 5 last
That would have been really cool.
year? Okay. So I'm eliminating teams. So we know the Mariners. I assume the Athletics with Mark McGwire and the Bash Bros. The Giants are gone. St. Louis Cardinals when Mark McGwire was hitting nukes there. The Cubs are gone when Sammy Sosa. Yankees are gone.
Is that 5?
It's 5 teams gone. I know I had more in my head before I started listing them.
It's going to be hard to do process of elimination when it's like, I mean, you named 4 in the previous thing, so that's 26 teams. Can you do process of elimination?
The Braves got to be out. Hank Aaron had to hit. I mean, he had 750 some. He had to have some years of 50 homers. Boston's got to be out with a couple of guys. You said there's 8?
There are 8.
Milwaukee?
Let's see. Milwaukee. I'm sorry, that's not correct. Prince Fielder had.
Oh, Prince Fielder!
In 2007, had 50 or more home runs.
Texas was good when dudes were roiding up, so I'm assuming one of their guys hit 50.
One you're very familiar with.
Rafael Palmeiro, Julio Franco,
One that hurts more.
A-Rod.
Yeah. That's a freebie. You're welcome.
Good call.
Good job.
Did Trout ever hit 50? I don't. Angels?
That is correct. The Angels have never had a 50-plus home run winner. So you're 1 for 2. I want you to go. I'm going to give you 5 guesses to get the 3. So you got one more wrong guess. If you get a third strike, you're out to get to 3.
Luis Gonzalez hit at least 50 for Arizona.
Okay.
San Diego.
The Padres got 50-plus in 1998 from Greg Vaughn.
Greg Vaughn played for the Padres?
In 1998, he hit 50 or more home runs for the Padres.
I do not remember
So you've got
that.
one more strike to get 2 more of these teams.
I'm avoiding the Rockies just because they are
Because of
have
Coors Field?
Yeah,
they're
because of
mile
Coors
high?
Field.
Yeah.
But I can't think of who it would be besides Larry Walker. But I don't know if he ever hit 50.
50's a lot.
50 is a lot. I want to say Bagwell hit 50 for the Astros. Tampa Bay is such a transient club that I assume somebody hit 50 for them. Do the Nationals count the Expos?
You know, I don't know. It just says the Nationals on here. I don't see anything about the Expos. Are you thinking about like the old days of Vladimir Guerrero?
Yeah.
I will say Vladimir Guerrero is not on this list.
This is such a fun question, and I'm gonna say the Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Pirates in 1949.
Oh, 49!
Ralph Kiner.
Ah.
So that's strike 3.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad that I want to learn all of these.
Dude, you were sniffing around the correct answers on these. So the White Sox have never had one.
Really? Even with Frank the Tank?
Yeah, never had
The
a 50.
Big Hurt?
Yeah. And then here's another one. You said the Rockies, and you mentioned Larry Walker. I was thinking Big Cat, Andres Galarraga.
Oh.
Like they've never had a 50-plus home run guy.
Really?
Yeah. The Astros never had a 50-plus home run
Bagwell
guy.
never did it, huh?
The Royals never had a 50-plus home run guy.
I should have got that one.
The Angels you got.
Yeah.
The Twins never had a 50-plus home. Even with
Vaughn?
No Mo Vaughn,
Dang.
no Joe Mauer, no what was the other guy? They had another really good player in that era. I can't remember the name. And then the Tampa Bay Rays is another one you were sniffing around. And the Washington Nationals. Never had a 50-plus home
Okay.
run guy.
And this is why John Boy lost all of his credibility when he was like, "Oh, specifying that a catcher hit 60 home runs might as well be saying a second baseman never hit 60 home runs."
Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay,
There's
so
entire franchises that have never hit 50, you moron.
to close
You
this out,
Yankees absolute jag-off.
there was a couple.
I used to like him even though he was a Yankees fan, and now he's just an idiot. And
But-
every time I watch his stuff, I'm like, oh, this would be insightful, except for you're an idiot.
But you still watch it though.
Yeah, and then half the time I'm just upset because he's an idiot.
So
Half the time I'm like, this is an insightful video, and the other half I'm like, oh, you're an idiot. Cool.
one of my favorite things about looking at these kinds of lists is the nostalgic names, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So I want to go through some of these, and I'm going to give you the team and the year,
Ooh.
and you tell me
The
which
player?
player
Okay.
hit 50 plus. So one of them I was going to do was Luis Gonzalez for Arizona, but you
Yep.
already mentioned him.
Yeah,
I'm going to go.
2001.
Yeah, I'm going to go to 2013. This is a little past the nostalgic era, but you will know this name. 2013 Baltimore Orioles.
Baltimore Orioles.
It's kind of a tough one, and I wouldn't be shocked if you don't get it.
Baltimore.
This was like a flash in the pan guy.
Is it... What's that big dude's name? Baltimore Orioles.
This was a guy who was amazing, and then I think he signed a big contract and then became really, really bad.
Really bad.
Like, you remember the guy. You
Yeah.
just can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name.
Do you want me to
but
give it to you?
Can you give me his first name?
Chris.
That's the first name I was thinking. I cannot think of his last name.
It's
but
so generic.
He signed a big contract and then had one of the longest hitless streaks of all
Yes.
time. What's his name?
Chris Davis.
Yes.
Yeah, Chris
This
Davis.
poor guy
Yeah.
hit all the homers and then just couldn't hit anymore.
Cleveland 2002. Who would it have been in Cleveland for 2002?
Jim Thome?
Yes, Jim Thome is correct.
I
Good
love it.
job. Okay, I'm going to give you one more. This is the last one.
Okay.
2010 Toronto. 2010 Toronto Blue Jays.
2010.
It's kind of on the tail end of the nostalgic era,
Yeah.
but still
2010 Toronto.
16 years ago at this point.
2010 Toronto Blue Jays. Vlad would have been an Angel at this point.
Had a weird stance.
A weird stance? Can you emulate it for me?
Imagine a stance that's way open and then closes.
Way open.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those stances. I was an open stance guy.
Yeah.
Am I gonna be bummed out that I don't
You're
remember
going to know
this?
the name, but I don't necessarily think it's going to bum you out to miss it.
Okay. Toronto Blue Jays. Hate those guys.
Yeah, but I don't think we hated him in 2010.
No, probably not.
This guy was a masher, though.
Oh wait. Batista.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his first name? Jose.
Yes,
Batista.
Jose Batista.
Yeah, the king of the bat flip.
Yes, I'm so glad you got
Yes.
that. Oh, that guy was a stud.
Yes. And I'm with him on the bat flip stuff.
Dude,
Sometimes it was crazy, but
How-
those are fun.
how refreshed do you feel?
I feel refreshed.
Doing
I know I
nostalgic-
lost,
Nostalgic baseball
but
stuff.
I love nostalgia.
Did you lose?
I didn't get 3 out of 8 before I struck out.
Yeah. I think you did pretty good.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I love that type.
I'm going to
I
say
love
this
that
is
stuff.
a win. We'll put this in the W column for Daniel on Stump Daniel. This has been Stump Daniel, brought to you by the Law Office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz. Upcoming now, Mariners Gripes.
Mariners gripes.
I have Munoz on my fantasy team, so I got gripes.
You got gripes. Did he cost you this week in fantasy
I'll
baseball?
have to check.
Did you lose or win?
I didn't look yet.
He'll have to check.
I have not been paying attention.
The
Yeah,
app
I
doesn't
lost.
load very quick.
I lost 7-4.
I don't think so. I think my
Munoz
strategy.
didn't lose 3.
Oh, I won
Three
ERA
points,
and
did he?
saves though, so I
So-
don't think Munoz cost me.
My strategy of auto drafting is not working out for me this year. Last year worked out great. This year, I'm really bad.
Well, my strategy of drafting Cal Raleigh in the first round did not work out for me because he sucks.
Dude, that's the gripe, right? 2, 3, 4. Cal, Julio, Naylor cannot hit the baseball
I
right
hardly
now.
know her.
They're not
Dude.
not playing well right now.
They're not playing well, and Justin, for what you just said, every time I say Naylor, pops into my brain because of
Naylor?
you.
I don't even know her.
You guys are the worst. Justin, what's your team name in our fantasy league?
Well, right now it's Julio and the Henderson because last year I had Julio Rodriguez and Gunnar Henderson on my team. I don't have either of those guys right now, but I forgot to change my team name and I just realized it.
So my team name last year was Big Dumps, not because I had Big Dumper, but because why wouldn't
you take big dumps?
yeah.
Yeah.
I should really stop
As
saying
one
yeah before I
does.
process
No, you're good. Just
what
keep doing
you
it.
say.
Just keep doing it.
Definitely don't change.
You're in 4th place. I'm in 3rd to last place.
I'm about to lose though.
So the Mariners can't
I have
hit,
Alejandro Kirk and he's hurt.
and yet they're doing this thing where they lose a bunch of games, and they're doing the Mariners thing, right?
So Mariners.
Yes, they are doing the Mariners thing.
Except for the reason why we're all so upset. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew.
Because we'd convince ourselves that this wasn't a Mariners team.
No, maybe. This was the first offseason in how long that they got everybody we wanted.
Yeah.
They got Naylor.
Yeah.
They got Brendan Donovan. They got a lefty fireballer. They got dudes that we were like, hey, they got everybody we wanted. They're not going to wait till the All-Star break this year. This is going to be great. And nope, it doesn't matter. They're still pooping their pants in the beginning of the season. Why? Naylor was supposed to fix that. Brendan Donovan, I know he's been hurt half the time, but he's been awesome. Luke Rayleigh's been great. And yet they can't win a freaking game. I know they're only a little bit under 500, but
hitting for Luke Rayleigh.
against lefties. I hate it when I agree with Salk. I really do. But like some of the crap people spew on social media or in text messages just drive me bonkers.
Part of the struggle with baseball is I feel like it's almost impossible to have an actual opinion in the moment.
Ooh.
Like a year from now, you can look back and be like, "Yep, that was bad," or "Nope, that was meaningless. That didn't matter."
Right.
But in the moment, you feel so much, but there's almost no. It seems like there's no way to actually know if it's real or not.
Yeah.
Because legitimately,
That's a great way to put it.
I don't
nothing
have
that we've
Munoz
seen
on
so
my team.
far could keep the Mariners from winning the World Series.
Did you hear what Justin just said?
I didn't listen to Justin.
He's
I thought
referenced like 4 times how he was upset with Munoz blowing that lead because he has Munoz on his team. He doesn't have Munoz.
I just
on
looked at
his
my
team.
roster. I don't have Munoz on my team.
That's amazing.
That checks out.
That's a bad job by me.
No, that was a good job by you. Good job. You had us going.
Sorry about that.
Oh my god.
I do have Luis Castillo
He's also not been good. Is that did you
and
mix
George
those two up?
Kirby.
Kirby's been good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I also have Brendan Donovan.
Here's a hot take for
been
you.
good.
I think that Luis Castillo should not play unless the Mariners are in the playoffs or playing the Yankees. And he should start all of those games.
Normally I would say that's a dumb take, but I'm actually with you on this one because he is getting smashed all over the yard and everybody keeps going, "Oh, what do they do when Bryce Miller comes back? How do you send Emerson Hancock down? He's been great." And I'm like, there's a real obvious answer here who's crap in the bed right now. Why are you even mentioning Emerson Hancock's name? Why?
It's a funny name.
Does it have to do with options? I don't. That's just a word
Gosh,
I know.
gosh, dang it! Now I have to look that up.
Because if you told me that they could send Emerson Hancock down with 0 problems a few times, and yeah.
Well, what they'd have to do is they'd have to do the phantom injury.
Chase says, has your lifetime not taught you to not get excited about the Mariners?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Fair.
Chase?
Also,
Chase?
Kraken in the same boat, by the way.
Chase, you wouldn't understand this because you're a Patriots fan.
No, he would
But-
understand this because he's a Boston Red Sox fan, but no, maybe he wouldn't because he's not been alive long enough.
Yeah.
Chase, was Boston bad ever when you have been alive? I'm confused at how old
When's
you
the
are.
last time Boston actually was good though? Like really good.
Probably when Chase was like 10. His childhood memories of baseball were probably awesome. Whereas ours has always been
My point is that
Poop.
some of us, our fandom of baseball is formed around the fact that our team sucks.
yes.
Boston Red Sox 2025 AL Wild Card, 2021 ALCS, 2018 made it to won the World Series. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
Yep.
My bad.
Yeah. It hasn't been that long.
No. And they also lost the World Series 2013.
Okay, so
he
a
would've been
Seattle
the real
Times article was written 11 hours ago, or posted 11 hours ago, Andrew, that says Emerson Hancock's transformation has given Mariners a good problem to have. In that article, I'm
wrote the
scanning
article?
through it. Adam Jude.
Okay. I recognize that name.
Yep. Hancock has spent the past 3 seasons going back and forth from AAA to the Mariners. He settled into that 6th starter role.
The Blazers play tonight.
Come on, somebody say something about options in here. I'm not finding it, Andrew. You might have to.
How
What are
many
you looking
options
for?
does Emerson Hancock have left? Based on Fangraphs data, Seattle Mariners pitcher Emerson Hancock has 1 option year remaining.
Okay, so they can still send him up and down. But come on.
I don't like that is what probably controls those decisions.
Yeah.
But I do it like that. I feel like that is the most influential thing. Like, oh, we can send this guy down without giving up money. Then yeah, we'll just do that. Even if he's not the right one to send down.
What they need to do is say, "Hey, Luis, your arm hurts." And Luis goes, "What? My arm doesn't hurt."
Just hurt.
And then they're like, "Does it hurt now?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah." And then he goes on like a 15-day disabled list, and then you figure it out after that. But you can't take Emerson Hancock out of the rotation right now. It's stupid. And there's one guy who's struggling and 4 guys who aren't.
yeah.
And that's the hard part. And I agree with you. Luis has been awesome in big game situations. Anyway, I think this team will be fine, but the biggest frustration is this is the first time we had the offseason that we all wanted to see, and yet they're still starting slow.
Yeah.
They got everybody we wanted in the offseason, except for maybe Kyle Tucker, but that was a pipe dream. And that made us feel like, oh, well, they'll probably like be good the whole season. But no, they're still doing the Mariners thing where they suck to start the season.
The funny thing is the division as a whole has been like really good, but mostly super average. Like
Yeah, the division's
it's competitive,
super average.
It's competitive, but nobody's standing out. Like
No.
the top 2 teams are the Rangers and the A's, and they're both 11-11, and the Angels are 11-12. The Mariners
Yeah,
are 10
no.
and 13.
The Justin. Not only is I would say the division is garbage,
Okay.
but I would also say the entire American League has not been that good.
Well, the Yankees have the best record at 13-9.
Yeah, exactly. They're 4 games over 500.
Yeah.
That's not great. So the entire league is because the Rays
there's
are
like-
12-9, the Guardians are 13-10.
There's 5 NL teams that have a better record than the best AL team.
Exactly. So the entire American League has thankfully made this a Mariners situation that we don't need to panic about. But it is
Baseball's
just
baseball.
it's so frustrating. So frustrating.
It's early.
Yeah,
though.
Chase says the entire AL is like that. Absolutely. He also said Boston has been very bad since 2018. And he says sell the
Very
team. Whoa.
bad.
Whoa. Chase says sell the team
Very
after
bad.
8 years of winning the World Series.
Also, they made the ALCS in 2021.
Chase.
They've been very bad, Justin.
They made the ALCS in 2021.
Chase.
See, this is the thing.
Chase. This is why we only
a lack
trust
of-
you when you talk about local
It's a
stuff.
lack of understanding about
It
what
is.
very
He doesn't
bad
know
means.
pain. He doesn't know pain.
Very bad means I am an adult who doesn't remember when we made the playoffs. I was a child and I don't remember it. That's what very bad means. That happened if people wait. Oh no. Okay, sorry.
We
sorry,
kind of
wait.
made the playoffs
We made
before.
the playoffs in 21. Or,
Yeah.
I mean in 01. You're right. Right? Is it 01? And
Well,
then-
we also made the playoffs. Yeah, are you
was
speaking
2020?
before this recent run?
Yes.
Because
I'm
we made
talking
the
about
play-in game a while ago, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of playoffs.
how kind of playoffs.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah,
Yes,
Like
but you're right. I was 12 in 01, and you were 13 or 14 or something like that.
13, yeah.
And that was like,
You guys are just babies. I was 16.
you're old.
You were basically an adult.
Okay. I did
No.
go to like 8 games that year.
I'm gonna
It was
say
awesome. I went to one
He
with
was-
Jimmy, actually.
as I randomly saw my high school graduation pictures, and 18-year-olds are children, and the fact that we allow any of them to make any decisions
Yeah.
is bizarre.
Can I tell a quick story?
100%?
Okay, so
Especially if it's about something related to that topic.
it is 100%.
Holy smokes!
So Ken Ashlock.
yeah,
You know Ken Ashlock.
yeah, he's used to be the athletic director at Aberdeen.
Yeah,
right?
now he's involved in Elma. Is he
Okay.
the AD at Elma? I'm not
don't-
sure.
I don't know.
But anyway, Ken's super great guy.
in Titletown, that's very bad. Shut up, Chase.
Go
No, that's
Pats.
fair.
Go Pats.
That's fair. I understand that. In the town where you just expect to win every single year, it is terrible if you don't win
Yeah.
a few years.
Yeah.
So when I was like 17, 18 years old,
Okay.
I thought I had everything figured out. I
Yeah.
was an adult. I knew everything.
Yeah.
Everyone else was dumb.
Yeah, those dummies.
And turns out you were right.
When So Angel and I, my wife and I, are like, we're roughly the same age. I'm like 3 months older than her, but I was 1 year ahead of her in school because my birthday is right before that like
Cradle
breaking
robber.
point. Yeah, right. you two can really speak on that. But I will say when I was 18, I had been out of high school age. I was homeschooled, so it doesn't really count. But
Chase
I was
says
done.
Ken
Very
is the
confusing.
athletic director.
Okay, Ken's the AD. Great. Ken's awesome, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yep.
Angel was still in high school. I was out of high school. We had decided like a long time before this that we already knew we were getting married.
Right.
And I decided that the right course of action would be to propose to her. She was 18,
Okay.
but she had not graduated high school yet.
All right.
So I proposed to her while she was in high school.
Weird. But
Okay,
18. At least
At
she's
the
18.
time, I was like, number one, I was like, what's the big deal? Number
Yeah.
two, I was like, I don't give a crap what anybody else says.
Right.
I'm going to do what I want.
Exactly.
I'm with you here.
I'm
Joe.
tracking.
so-
I'm tracking. Yeah.
So Ken was a teacher
Yeah.
at Aberdeen,
Okay.
and he had kind of made a comment to Angel like, I didn't know Ken at all. I'd never met him in my life. And
Right.
so he kind of made a comment to Angel as one of her teachers who was trying to look out for her like, hey, you're engaged. You're still in high school. Are you sure that's the right choice? I don't know if you might be too young
Also
for
fair.
this. Also fair.
Yeah, very fair.
At the time, I was furious. I was like, how could you possibly have a high school teacher telling you not to get engaged? This is ridiculous. I can't believe he would do that. How dare he overstep in this way? And now I'm like, since, first of all, we've known Ken for a long time because he was at Aberdeen when we were covering sports and broadcasting in Aberdeen. Now he's in Elma. Ken's a great dude.
Yep.
And now I'm like, I look at 18-year-old kids now and I'm like, you're a baby.
Yeah.
Like, what are you can't make decisions about the rest of your life.
What are you doing?
It worked out great for me.
Yeah.
I happen to have stumbled upon the perfect woman when I was 16 years old. And we've kind of beaten the mathematical odds on what happens to high school sweethearts.
I say this zero tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yes. literally thank God. And also I appreciate Ken for being willing to look out for people.
Yeah.
Look out for high school kids who are
Good job, Ken.
Yeah, good job.
Because it is very rare that high school sweethearts, although I do know a couple, my buddy Jared, high school sweethearts with his now wife.
Okay.
I've heard, do you know the name Danny Stead?
Yeah, I know.
Remember Danny?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's been with his
Georgia
now wife since they were in 5th grade.
Yeah, long time.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Also rare.
My wife
Very rare.
played high school softball with Danny's wife, Georgia.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Danny also real good basketball player.
He shoots very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder why he's not still roaming around rec basketball shooting threes because he
we're
should be.
Old. What are you talking
Probably
about?
has something better to do with his life.
Which one of those hurt more? Did what I say hurt more or did what Andrew said hurt more?
I thought what you said hurt, except for this recent experience lets me give you the middle finger. But then what Andrew said was ow. Especially since I was the guy who did the super stereotypical take the picture of the box score thing recently.
I actually appreciated the fact that you did that. I was happy to see that you were doing well. I was, you're out there playing basketball. I'm out there fulfilling the Great Commission. We all have our role.
You can do both, Justin. Some might say that my mission field is the basketball court. I've heard pastors use tropes like that many times. Yeah. The mission field is many different things. It could be your workplace. It could be a church.
The
it
bleachers.
Could be the basketball court.
The bleachers at the baseball field.
It could be down by the river fishing.
In a van.
Who knows?
Van
Pastors say weird things. Shut up.
This is true.
Did I drop this earlier too? I had all three of these balls at one point.
No, Daniel threw it at me.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yep. What were we talking about?
I don't know. I'm just jealous of the fact that you can still play basketball and your body hasn't completely broken down.
Close.
And every time I try to play basketball, it's like my body's like, "What are you doing,
dude?" That was Thursday night. I'm still in so much pain. And my 30-pound son accidentally stepped on my toe today, and I about cried.
Did you hit him with a backhand?
No.
Okay.
I couldn't reach him.
Couldn't bend over that far?
And he's much too quick.
He's way too quick.
Way too fast. My toe hurt so bad. My knee hurt so bad. My muscles are sore. But we only had 5 people. And it was our 5 oldest players.
Yeah.
We had a guy 1 year shy of 50. We had my brother playing.
And he's older than me.
Yeah. And he wasn't even a basketball player.
That's pretty good, though.
We still lost. I mean, we didn't win one game all season, but our 5 oldest players had to play the entire game.
I bet you guys would have been darn competitive in the senior league, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially, yeah.
I bet you led the league in friendship.
We didn't have any height, though, Andrew. I bet the senior league is some tall guys.
How was your fun differential?
Crappy.
So, does that mean that the senior league is ripe to be destroyed by a few older guys that are athletic still.
Is there a senior league in basketball?
Not locally,
Oh,
but
okay.
there's not one in
Okay.
softball locally
You
either. Olympia's the closest
You
senior
were
league.
just saying it was a lot of tall guys, and I thought, whoa, if there's a bunch of tall guys that are like still good because athleticism was not their strength to begin with,
Right.
it like maybe
Leonard Barnes.
maybe you get some old guys that are still athletic.
Dude, Leonard
hate
Barnes
playing against
would
those guys.
kill in our league. And he's like 70. Is he 70? I might have just made Leonard older than he is. But
Never
I think
joined
he's in his
us again.
60s.
Leonard would probably score 10 points a game and have like 10
I
rebounds
think
a game.
Leonard is
and,
in his 60s.
And he would probably still score 10 and grab 10 on our team. Shoot, Justin, the precision pipe team
Yeah.
that is dominating our
Is that
division.
just Cleverly's?
It's the same team, except you add Brandon Williams and then Mark Schlott, who played on our team when we won. But it's the same dudes. They're the same age, except for Brandon Williams, who scores 40 a night
Mark's a
for
little
them.
younger. Not way younger.
Mark's like old.
35?
Mark's your age.
No.
Mark's older than me.
He's not my age, though. He
He's-
played college basketball with Freeman.
Okay, Freeman's older than me by 2 years. It's the same. I told him this the other night.
when we were young.
I told him this the other night. I was
the-
like, Mark, remember when me, you, and Freeman and Lance played on the same team? And he's like, oh, yeah, that was crazy. And I was like, you know
Did
what's
you ask him
weird?
if you remember when he put his hand up and his finger was pointing sideways, and he asked me if I thought it was broken?
No, I forgot about that. I said, Mark, it's all the same players. Where are the new college athletes? And he went, oh, I never thought of that. Because it's the same guys.
Mark's really good. You know what's funny? As we were working through the math on that, like that age difference used to seem like so much.
Yeah.
Now we're just all the same age.
Yep, we're all
Like
old.
everyone between 35 and 40 is just the same age.
We're all old. It's so wild. It's so weird. But
And
by,
then
by the
there's
way,
Hannah's-
the only
Hannah's
reason
young.
the only
That's-
reason my
that's
toe hurts is because I threw a fit like a child, even though I'm 37 after one of our games a few weeks ago and kicked the bleachers. And so really that's the only reason I'm hurt. It's not because I'm old, it's because I'm mentally still a child and throwing fits.
I don't suffer from that affliction. I am so mature.
So mature.
I'm like the most mature person
the most mature.
you've ever met.
Yeah. Also, Denny I still don't know how to say his name, but Denny Avdia,
Okay.
my new favorite player.
Top Jew.
Dude knows how to play ball.
Bona fide superstar.
He's a bucket getter, man.
Yeah.
He goes at people. Also, I happened to watch his highlights for like the first time in my life and was like, I'm so glad this guy plays for Portland,
Dude.
and also so glad that like this is exactly how I play.
Blazers next year.
Gonna be
Getting
disappointing.
Dame back.
Gonna be
And with a
disappointing.
bunch of stop it.
Andrew's so true.
And with a bunch of guys who are young and developing.
we've been saying that for like 7 years.
Scoot Henderson finally coming into his own.
I forgot Scoot still played on the team.
Don't yuck my yum. Blazers next year. Gonna be good. Playoffs, not play in.
Stop it. Unless Wemby breaks in half and Jokic
I think
stops playing basketball.
the
and
top
just
Jew is going to
races
beat the
horses.
Frenchman.
Dude, I'm here for it.
Yeah. Did you guys know that I generally just root against the French?
Yes,
Like
you've said
not
it many times.
in just geopolitics and also like in like everything, but like French people who play in the NBA.
Is this the third
the
episode
Olympics.
in a row?
I didn't bring it up last week.
Are you sure?
No.
Yeah.
It seemed
Did you guys know I'm a story repeater? Remember the conversation was that I'm a very unaware story repeater and you are a very self-aware
Chase is a
story
Patriots
repeater.
fan, isn't he?
Yeah, why?
I was gonna say who he wanted the Seahawks to draft. Andrew, have you been listening to sports? You haven't been listening to Brock and Salk?
Seahawks to draft. They have the
Gosh,
last
dang it.
pick.
Justin, would you
I've
freaking
been
read
working.
After Moses so then we could all three have something to talk about? I feel like
Yes,
the three of
Justin.
us do not have anything to talk about that we all know about.
How about
right
this?
now.
Why don't you guys watch the first 7 seasons of My Hero Academia, and then we'd have something to talk about.
This is the first time you've brought that up. You've never told me about this before. I thought we were friends.
You
What
never
is
heard
that?
of Izuku Midoriya?
No.
It's anime.
That doesn't surprise me.
I knew it was anime and I haven't watched it.
Okay. Justin, it's something that 2 out of the 3 of us have done or are doing,
Yeah.
and we just need to rope one other person in.
I'm reading it. I'm just really slow.
Listen.
I have an iPhone, and iPhones sabotage your life.
Okay, okay, I'm giving you an assignment.
Okay.
Buy an old MP3 player.
Hold on a second.
And that way Andrew
Siri,
can,
make a note. Buy an old MP3 player.
so Andrew can
So
put the
Andrew
book on
can
that.
Put the book on that. Okay, notes made.
Good. It's that easy.
I told Siri. That was the funny
Can you-
irony of that.
I think you could probably get I think you could probably get it on iPhone too.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Courtney and I are the last one now. Yeah.
Wait, you've read
Sanctum
2
was
of them?
crazy, wasn't it?
You mean the last one?
Sanctum was
5?
second to last.
5?
Yeah.
Oh, 4? 4 was nuts.
How many books are there?
6. All worth
I'm
it.
like an eighth of the way through
All
1.
worth-
Yeah, it's
so
because you're
good.
trying to read it like an
I'm so proud
old
of
school
you.
human.
Keep going, they get better.
Thank you, Hannah.
Which is wild because number 1 was amazing. The fact that they literally get better every time blows me away. After Moses, if you read it. If you listen to it. If you don't do either of those things, stop it and be an adult and do one of those things. Listen to
Sometimes-
books.
Least favorite so far.
Sometimes I have like 4 free minutes and I sit down and read 2 pages and I feel really accomplished.
What was my least favorite so far?
I have Wormwood at the bottom.
Wormwood.
Yeah. And it's no fault of
It's-
Wormwood. But
It's just it's not faults of the writing, but I don't like that part of the story as much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's all one story,
Yeah.
and that's the hardest part of the story. That's the
Yeah.
Yvonne one, right?
Yep.
Yes, 100%. I loved the great... All the... You know what? That character's story arc is my least favorite.
Yeah.
I love all the others. I feel like Grace's is getting a little... I'm curious to see how it goes in the last book. But her development in the Grace book was awesome. And then I feel like it's just kind of been like
Yeah.
on the wayside since, which is
Yeah.
kind of a bummer.
Is After Moses not on Audible?
No. Because
No, this-
Audible just is terrible for authors.
What service can I pay for it to listen to it on?
You have to just buy the audiobook from the website, michaelfcame.com.
This is an independent author who happened to write like the best series of this age.
Well,
I'm getting an
it's
Android.
A function of the problem with
I don't have
the
green
publishing
text like an
industry
idiot.
now is that all of the best authors are independent because the publishing industry is completely incapable of promoting good material.
They're like old media. Shocker.
There's a handful of good authors being published in traditional media, but they've been good authors for like 20 years.
Yeah, that tracks.
I'm going to hack my iPhone and jailbreak it
Do it. Don't
so I can put the
don't
MP3
admit it,
files
don't
that
admit it in public though.
I'm admitting in public that I'm jailbreaking my iPhone, and I don't even care
You know what?
anyone says about it.
I've got an old Android phone. I'll just give you that, and you can listen to it on there.
Is it going to explode?
Probably
I have a different old Android phone.
one that hasn't exploded
One
yet.
that's not exploded yet. I've got multiple. All right, we'll do that. I think that's going to do it for our show. The Seahawks, I don't know what they should do, but I want an end early. I've been listening to Brock and Salk too much. I really
You
want
know-
Jadavion Pierce from Notre Dame at 32.
I haven't been
What
listening
position?
to sports
Running
radio
back.
because I've been working nights. But I am going to say at this point, I'm very comfortable being like, you know what? I trust John and I just blanked out on a new coach's name.
Mike.
Mike seems to have I trust what I've seen of him so far. I am okay taking this year, finding out what they got, and then being like, okay, I'm gonna figure out why I'm excited for these guys.
I agree with that.
I'll
That's
give
good.
them probably this year and next year, honestly.
In Pete and John, we trust.
In Mike and John. John and Mike?
In John and Mike, we trust.
John Michael? Wait.
George Michael?
George Michael. That's what I was thinking. That's going to do it for our show today. So, for my co-host, Justin.
Damashevitz.
Why would we talk about the Celtics?
I just
Chase?
gave you so much ammo with the
gave
whole
me so
iPhone
much.
stuff.
Justin, I don't care what I text people, Damashevitz.
And my co-host, Daniel, I hate the Blue Jays, but I don't hate Jose Bautista Hargrove.
And our trusty producer, Andrew.
You thought it would come to you.
Listen to After Moses is Gross. Yeah, I did. It did.
MichaelFK.com.
Yep. AndrewMichaelFkane.com.
It might be my
Andrew's
fault.
not part of that.
I think that having the tag in front of your nose might have actually made you a little bit dumber.
I mean,
Tuck it back in.
it definitely makes me look dumber. My name should have been Daniel. I prefer physical bullying to logical bullying. Hargrove. Much more used to it.